One of the most common mistakes I see people making when it comes to the single leg deadlift and any variation of single leg deadlift is excessive rotation of the pelvis. So what tends to happen, and I do this myself sometimes, is when we get into that single leg hinge position, the toes of the non-working leg tend to rotate outwards, so they tend to flare out. What happens there is that this pelvis, or this side of the pelvis, hikes up high, so you've got the right hip now higher than the left hip. You want to try and keep the hips as square as possible throughout the motion, because the lower back doesn't like it when we are putting rotation and flexion, especially under load. So something that is not very favorable could lead to things like lower back pain, putting unnecessary stress on the lower back. People who particularly tend to sit a lot, tight glutes, tight hamstrings, will have that tendency. That is their balance. They're going to go out this way. This hip is going to get higher than this one, and that rotation of the pelvis is going to put unnecessary stress. So, how do we fix it? A great way to correct your technique is you get one of these long rollers. Place the roller onto the roof of your foot. Drive the palm down into the roller with your hand. Don't grip the roller necessarily with your fingers, you can just drive the palm down. From there, it's going to push the leg straight back, so it's really going to promote that hip hinge pattern. It's going to get the non-working leg in a much better position with the toes pointing down at the floor as opposed to flaring out. And it's going to look like this. So you can see that my hips are staying a lot squarer. I'm promoting a better hip hinge pattern, and I'm not getting that excess rotation of the pelvis. It's a great way to warm up for any single leg deadlift variation as well. You could even then start to add some load where you promote it with the foam roller, and then you add some load in the remaining hand